Hi, I'm Gurpreet Deo. I am 1993 Punjab Cadre police officer and currently heading the Community Affairs Division of the Punjab Police as Special DG Community Affairs Division.
Ma'am, as the first woman IPS officer in Punjab to head a district and even higher posts, going into it, did you realize that you were making history, that you would be the first woman IPS officer?
So when I appeared for the civil services, it was mainly for being on your own feet and getting economic independence. It is not certain that whether you will get IAS or IPS or any of the other services. I did not really think I'm going to go into the police service as such. But it so happened that my ranking was such that I ended up getting into the police as per my preference, which was my second preference.
Ma'am, that's very interesting. Through your journey, you rose to the highest position of the DGP and again the first woman DGP of Punjab Police. What sustained you through this time? Did you find it challenging? What qualities did you feel that were most important through this journey of becoming the first woman IPS to the first woman DGP?
When you are professional, what matters is your competence and dedication to your work. If there is hard work involved and you are willing to listen to your subordinates and to the public and do justice in a professional manner, so then you automatically get the respect, irrespective of gender. What sustained me throughout this journey was self-belief that I had. My training as an army kid believed in hard work and good moral ethics.
So ma'am, you're heading the Community Affairs Division. Can you share a little bit about the projects that you're doing, especially the projects to empower women both in the community and in the police force?
A very ambitious project in which we will be doing a baseline survey of the gender sensitivity of the police force in all the 382 police stations. We are in the process of now giving them a training. Some gender inputs and gender sensitivity and laws related to women and children and senior citizens will be imparted to them. Then see the impact of the training, separate trainings for women, for male police officials, and also mixed trainings. And in the end, impact assessment, which is being carried out by our NGO partner JPAL. Of course, your organization, Hatake Foundation, is helping us devise the training content, and you have done a wonderful job in helping us along the way. Good research which will help mainstream women police in the police force across the country, and maybe internationally also it will have a kind of a value. One of the projects which we have taken on, domestic violence project with the civil hospitals of 3 or 4 districts. In Mohali we had pilot project. Here we have appointed 2 counselors. They identify victims from those injured women who report in the emergency of the civil hospital. And then their counseling is done, and going further we plan that we will work with them, and wherever possible we will ensure their skilling and rehabilitation, so that if some woman wants to be independent of her husband, so she is not forced to be in a domestic violence situation just because she is not economically independent. Another important project which we have started is Sanj Jagriti, in which our women police officers, these women are called Punjab Police Mahila Mitras, who go to the schools, impart education to the young children in the age group of 7 to 12 regarding child sexual abuse. We have already covered almost 2 lakh students.
As a woman leader, what do you think is the future of policing?
We have to expand and train our police officers to be gender sensitive, to be community oriented, be empathetic to the community while doing policing is what the future of policing should be.